Okay, this is a very special episode of the Blonde Highlights podcast. We have our first guest on, and her name is Tanja, and she is an amazing singer. And we've talked about her many times on the podcast, and she is also a loyal listener.
I am.
Say hello.
Hi. Which camera am I looking into?
Just look straight ahead. You're good.
No, I love this podcast. I'm always listening to it.
Yeah. So I know Tanja because we were neighbors for a while. Yeah. We met at a store.
On the streets of WeHo.
On the streets of WeHo, and quickly became close friends.
Yes.
And I do her hair now. Yeah. And I am the person responsible for these purple ribbons.
They are so cute. I have to say.
A little messy today, but just came from the gym. So
exactly.
No, this is so exciting. I feel like I'm like thriving right now. It's so exciting. This is like a big step for us, and we're so honored that you are our first guest, honestly.
I'm honored.
Yay.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I feel like
we are Blontourage. Like, this is happening right now.
Yeah, this is happening. Tanja also, she just won an award from the Hollywood Independent Music Awards. Am I right?
Yeah.
And she won for Best Original
Recording.
Yeah. Yes. For what was
Don't Look Back.
Don't Look Back, yes. And that was from the EP.
My Haunted House EP.
My Haunted House. And then she has a new song that is epic and amazing.
Fall Apart.
Yeah. Fall Apart, yes. I did the hair for the music video for that.
She killed it.
Yeah.
She's like...
The video was iconic. I've seen it. It was iconic.
It was
exactly.
Yeah.
So like what inspired you to get into the music industry?
I always tell people that it sort of was just like a calling to the priesthood or something like that. It's not something I picked. I just grew up singing, acting, doing Broadway, musical theater stuff. So it's just been in my blood since I was a kid. And yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you have, was there any like particular pop star or icon that you just... Like,
Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff?
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. We heard Hilary Duff yesterday in the grocery store, and we were like, we get it.
We started singing Hilary Duff in the grocery store. Which one was it?
I don't know. I Come Clean, maybe.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was so iconic though.
But we were like dancing in the store. It was
She's so... That was my first concert too. So
was it really?
I fucking love Hilary Duff.
Okay. Same. I've always been obsessed with her. Do you know that I almost tackled her once?
What?
When?
I almost tackled Hilary Duff literally down the street on Sunset. I worked out at Equinox on Sunset at the time, and I was coming down Sunset, and I was like in a hurry, and I was sweaty and gross, and she was coming out of a restaurant, and like her car had like pulled up, and she like ran in and like got into the car really quick to like not paparazzi photos.
Yeah.
And I was just got the same time. We were both on our phones, and we just like, I came like an inch from her, and I was just like,
not Hilary Duff, man.
I just like almost tackled Hilary Duff with my sweat, and we were both just like we were like so apologetic to both each other.
She's so sweet. I mean, I've never met her, but
we were both like, sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Oh my God.
Kyle knows everyone.
Did you watch Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was really into her music. Like that was the main thing. Her Limited 2 collection. I bought all of it. Was dressed up. So I just wanted to be a pop star from like a very early age. Like I knew who I was.
Yeah.
So, it's in her blood.
Tis.
Did you want to be a pop star?
No, you know what? I wanted to be Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen's long lost triplet. That's what I wanted to be. And I wanted to be a model. We all know that. But
and she did it.
That was my thing. Like I was like, I am their tag-along sister that they don't know they have.
What about now? Now that they're like the fashion girls? And
yes, especially now.
They're even more
like,
iconic.
I can do that. Like, I got to beat up Balenciaga. Like, I can join your club.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I can fit in with Mary Kate. We can hang.
Love Mary Kate.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love them. It is the whole vibe.
They're so cute.
So like, okay, so your style of music though, like how would you define it? Like, what do you, what's your...
I've been going more towards like ethereal, cinematic, orchestral. I'm really big into reading. And so I'm really trying to put that into my music and fantasy. And like, I want my songs to be portals to different worlds and like a soundtrack to a like fantasy movie or something. I want that, to feel like that. So with everything I do, every music video too, it's like an excuse for me to dress up as my current like fantasy obsession. Like Fall Apart was pirates. I was very into pirates.
Yes.
So that's what we did. And then it'll be Lord of the Rings or something. And then I don't know what you're gonna do with my hair for that.
Are we going Lord of the Rings?
I mean, that's my favorite.
I did.
That is so cool.
I did hair for like a Lord of the Rings themed wedding.
Was that the one in the
It was in a forest.
where you got stuck?
What?
Where you got stuck? That really rich wedding? I remember that story. Yeah.
We can't talk too much about that, but it was...
I remember that story.
I literally hitchhiked back to our hotel from this wedding with Adele's makeup artist and Mariah Carey's makeup artist. We were straight.
Oh, and you're bonded for life now, so.
No, we are. If we ever like see each other, we're like, oh my God.
Remember that when we almost died?
Someone like picked us up on the side of the road.
Are you a big like Harry Potter fan and Zelda fan?
Not like J.K. Rowling.
Yes.
Not her fan, but Harry Potter.
No, we are not.
You're not Stan J.K.
Yes, no.
But Harry Potter, I mean, that's a huge part of my childhood. But yeah.
I did want to say, when you were like, for hair for this music video, we're going like piratey, we're going whatever, and I was like, girl, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, I love a theme. And that was...
It was Pirate Queen. I was watching Black Sails, too, at the same time I was reading. It's this cool pirate show. And I fell in love with someone on the show. And then I was like, let's just, let me live out my fantasy in a music video. Like...
But I felt like your video really told a story. Like, I really felt it. I felt connected. I felt like there was that theme and that energy.
Yeah.
It was a very... fantasy story. It was really well done.
Well, it's everybody
really
coming
cool.
together, like to do, hair, makeup, and costume, all that kind of stuff coming together is what makes it come to life. So, and everybody killed their job. Like it was incredible.
Yeah. Tanja has like a really great team of people that help with the creative and like everything else. And I think that's hard to come by. Like, it really is.
Genuine people that care and are willing to like ride with you. I mean, I've been working with Brandon and Anna at the base level and Judy for just like, I don't even know how many years now, like 3 years, maybe 2 years, but just stuck by my side through everything. And good people that actually want the best.
People that will genuinely have your back. They have your best interest
and true belief. Like that's the biggest thing too. Cause you can believe in yourself, and I believe in myself 1,000%. But on the days where you feel down and you're kind of like, I'm going to be a victim today and I can't do it anymore, you need those people to be like, keep going, so.
Oh yeah.
You need your cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And that's me and Chris, like on a regular basis. We're just like, whatever. I'm like, no, girl, you are that diva.
Yeah, you are
so
that
important.
girl. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, this podcast is gonna be number one. Like, and we are those girls. You know, you have to be your own cheerleader, but it is good to have someone in your pocket to
remind you.
Yeah.
So what does your creative process look like then? Like when you're writing a song, walk us through that, because I feel like you just have this really creative brain, and especially going down the roads of fantasy and all of that. Like, what is your process?
Well, it has to be like pitch black outside. I have to light my Stevie Nicks prayer candle.
Oh my gosh, goosebumps, yes.
And I just have to get in the zone, and just like I've recently started like learning piano and stuff. So just messing around on the piano, finding melodies and stuff that whatever. But I also keep like a whole thing of like lyrics on my phone. So whenever something pops in my head, I write it down. Sometimes I go off that, but it's mainly for me about telling a story. It's just sort of like putting myself in the headspace. I'll usually sometimes write out like what's happening in this scene right now. Like, oh, there's a witch and she's in the forest, and then just like get it all down, and so I can really see it in my head. I'll make like a mood board too to sort of visualize it. Or I sometimes do like research with books, where if I'm going to write a song about something, then I'll be reading books that are like similar to put me in that headspace. It's like researching for a role or like something, but like I really go into that, or I make little like collages of stuff. So yeah, I really immerse myself in it.
That's really amazing. It's like method acting in a way.
So you kind of write the song along with the video at the same time? Like you kind of piece it all together at once?
No, the video comes after, but I'll always have something in my head of like when I was writing the song, like the visuals. Like I'll sit with Anna on the ground and I'll be like, this is what I hear here. Like there's this is the scene in the Lord of the Rings when the horses are like riding in a battle at this part, or like this is a ship, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I always have like visuals in my head of what I'm thinking, because it's always a story in my head. I have a huge imagination, which is good and bad sometimes. But
I think that's fascinating though. And I think that it's so good that you're just like honing into your imagination, because I genuinely feel like as we get older, people kind of tell us to stop with our imagination. And
yeah.
I think your imagination is what really can just bring everything to life. So I love that. That's really cool.
Yeah. I do that too. I mean, I kind of live in my own little fantasy land.
I know.
We love doing our own thing. But I do love how much of a Stevie Nicks fan you are.
Oh,
like,
yes.
I love that. When I saw you today and you had your Stevie Nicks bag, I was like, okay.
From her concert last year.
Yes. I saw her too last year.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God. I I saw her in Toronto though. But
oh, cool. Yeah.
yeah, she like brought the house
She's
down
so
with
good.
that voice.
She's amazing. I can't.
I get goosebumps talking about her. Like,
it's like going to church for me when I see her. I just like study her and I cry at Landslide every time.
Me too. Kyle and I were just talking about this. Like the last time I saw her, because I saw her with Fleetwood Mac a few years ago, but every time I hear a Landslide, I'm just like, oh, wet mess.
Yeah.
Yes. It is.
I love it. It's magic.
Oh God. And then what's the one where they're like fighting on stage?
Silver Springs.
Silver Springs. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But
iconic.
We literally so last week she was at her other friend's house, and the week before that, Chris was staying with me. And we listened to Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks in the car on repeat nonstop for a week straight.
Yes.
Oh,
every day.
Love that.
And I made her watch that fight that Stevie had on stage, because that was my last breakup song from my really big breakup.
Okay.
So when that moment when she's singing to him and she's like killing him with her eyes, I'm like, yes.
Oh, it's so powerful.
That is her. Yeah. It's the power.
Yeah. I love that.
I love that you kind of connect with her when you're doing your own writing. I think that's really,
She's everything.
She's everything.
Yeah. And didn't you say your last song, Fall Apart, like you wrote it after her concert, right?
Yes. I just gotten screwed over by a producer and I hadn't written anything for like a month because I was just depressed. And I was like, this industry sucks. Yeah. And then I went to her concert at the Hollywood Bowl, and that's when it was just like church outside and underneath the stars in October, like peak Stevie Nicks season. And I cried and I went home and I just started lit the candle, pitch black, started writing, and that's like Fall Apart just came out of it was just writing itself. So
that's beautiful.
It opened up. And then I wrote like the whole EP that week. I locked myself in my room for a week, in my apartment for a week, and didn't talk to anybody, and wrote like 15 songs, and a lot of those made the EP. So
good for you.
Just that inspiration, that magic of Stevie.
Yes. She is magical. Yeah. Stevie, we love you. We know you're watching.
Please. And the Hollywood Bowl.
I know.
That
was unbeatable.
Oh, yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just love hearing people's creative processes and like how that works, because it's just so fascinating to me. But how did you even break into the music industry? Like, what was the, obviously, like a lot of people have a dream of doing it, but like, how do you actually do it?
Yeah. Well, after I graduated Santa Clara University, I moved to LA, and the pandemic kind of hit right away, so there wasn't much to do, but it's literally just networking. Like, you have to just slowly chip at it over the years. It takes a lot of time, especially to find good people. But I was just like meeting someone and then meeting someone through them, connections, and then just slowly building my little base team. And when I started really taking it seriously, like I need a team to help me, then it started really rolling. And
so you built your team just like from networking, like the connections that you made?
First, like Judy Stakey. You know Judy.
Yeah.
You've met Judy. Yeah. So I went to her retreat when I was in college, and she was the first person at her retreat to really make me feel like I could go to LA and I could do this thing. And then, so I started meeting with her every week, and then I reached out to Brandon and I was like, hey, I need to like learn how to dance, or like just get in my body a little bit more for performance. Reached out to him. He introduced me to Anna, and it just kind of like everything spiraled from there. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Yeah.
So did you put yourself out to do, like, were you performing in like venues growing up at all, or like
mainly growing up? Growing up it was more like musical theater stuff or plays and like stuff like church singing. Yeah. But here, I think my first show was last October that I ever played in LA. But then this year I've been performing like every month, which has been amazing. It's been so much fun. I love it. I get nervous, but when I'm connected to it, it's just like unbeatable, that feeling of like adrenaline and like you want to show off. I'm kind of introverted and like socially anxious, but then something about when you're clicked in on stage and you have the whole audience in front of you, it's like, So powerful.
Oh, that must be so powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How do you get into your headspace to get on stage? Like if you're nervous, like we had spoken about my nervous tick before we started the podcast where I clear my throat like 1,000 times. But do you have something like that? Like how do you get into the headspace to perform, especially if you're feeling nervous?
Well, the whole day I like to just kind of take it easy and just sort of like chill out. But leading up, I like do my little, steam my throat, my little ritual alone. But I like to hang out with my band before, or like Anna before, just kind of like get it vibe. I couldn't like show up on stage with my band and not have talked to them,
Yeah.
So getting that vibe. But every time I go up, I mean, my mouth dries out right away.
Okay.
So that's just a thing. Like it just happens.
Yeah.
But and then I know like Stevie Nicks says she always gets nervous still every time she plays. So I know that like if I wasn't nervous, then I'd be doing something wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm always critical every time after. I'm like, oh, I sucked. But that's kind of, I think, a normal thing with creatives. But so it's just, I have to get used to it. I'm trying to play more in front of people. Like Bluebird, I was so nervous.
Oh my God.
I almost died playing Bluebird.
I was just getting ready to say, when I saw you post that you were, I saw the photo of you performing at the Bluebird Cafe, I literally screamed. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It was a dream. That was one of my dream venues. Ever since I saw the River Phoenix movie, The Thing Called Love, because I was obsessed with River Phoenix in high school. And I just was like, I'm going to visit there one day. Because I'll never make it to, I won't be able to be a singer, but I'll visit. And then I got to play it. God. Like it was crazy. And twice. Oh my gosh, it was crazy.
You did it twice?
Yeah, they called me up. It was, everybody got to go up once, and then they did a random number generator at the end for like a couple more people. And then I was literally the first one that they're like, oh, come back up.
Oh,
I was like,
cool.
And if you don't know what the Bluebird Cafe is, it's in Nashville. And I would say every major like lyricist, I'm going to say this wrong. Lyricist has started and performed at the Bluebird, including Taylor Swift.
That's like where she was, everyone's like, she was discovered there. So everyone comes to watch. Like, I mean, that was the longest line. It was like 80, 90 people waiting all day to get in.
Wow.
It was crazy, but
wow.
It was amazing.
That's a moment.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like, that is just crazy. So like, when you face like challenges, like when things like come up like that, like how do you like overcome like those kind of obstacles?
Like the anxiety or just anything?
Yeah, just kind of like the anxiety and like,
or just like, any obstacles like in the industry or anything. Have there been challenges or like how we were saying, like questioning yourself after, like, and we know like, I've gone on a photo shoot and I've walked off and I'm like, want to cry because I'm like, oh my God, I suck. But then I'm getting booked again. So it's like, I feel like we're just always in our heads as creatives. Yeah. And I think that that's the thing. It's just like, you're doing it right if you're caring enough to think that way. But like, have there been major obstacles that you've had to face and overcome, and how do you do that, especially in like such a high pressure industry?
Well, and I think it's hard too because it's like you're the face of it, you're the brand, everything is you. It's not like you're working at a company where you're kind of behind the scenes more, so it is hard. But yeah, I have obstacles like every day, every week. I'm having like kind of a little bit of a mental breakdown where I'll play victim for an hour and then I'll cry and then I'll be like, no, okay, I'm fine. Let's keep going. Yeah. But I'm in therapy. My therapist, shout out to Janie. She keeps me sane. But yeah, I don't know. I think I have that belief in myself so much, that I'm going to do this. So that's what helps me.
Yeah.
That's what helps me. But no. It's definitely a challenge.
Do you feel like some of those challenges like shape you as an artist? Like,
yeah. Well, I feel like part of the way you make it is just keep going. Like a lot of people feel like that's too hard, or I'm gonna have whatever. I'm gonna, so half the battle is just keeping going. Really.
Well, and I think that's it. Is that everybody wants instant gratification, and there's a whole. I mean, like we look at Sabrina Carpenter, and everybody's like, she's just new star, but it's like this is her 6th album or something. She's had that slow burn, and she is a great example of just like not giving up, pushing, going. And
we were laughing we were coming down Sunset earlier today, and there was like the Sabrina Carpenter billboard, and then like right behind her was like Barry, like her boyfriend's billboard.
Oh my God.
And we're like, look at them together.
Yeah, because he's like looking
Shining.
over, and we're like, oh, I
That's
love
cool.
Sabrina.
Yeah,
I
no,
do.
she's
I think she's
her stage presence is like phenomenal.
That's what I think is really cool about her, going off topic for a second, but I think it's so funny then you see her backstage and she's just like in her t-shirt, like she's just so cool, but then on stage she's like this like character. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Miss Polly Pocket.
Yeah, she is. She's gorgeous.
No, but it's interesting to see like her evolution, like from where, like kind of where she started. Because I didn't realize some of her older songs. Like I've liked like all of her music from the past.
Oh, really?
When it blew up, and I there was one that was called like Thumbs, or I think it was Thumbs or something. Like, there's been a few over the years, and I liked them, you know. But I think it was interesting, like, and from my perspective as like a professional in the beauty industry who works around entertainment, to see the kind of like evolution of like her glam and her stage presence and her everything that kind of help push her to another level. And so I thought that was a great lesson.
The hair theory too.
The hair theory. Yes. But like, okay, so like I know like with like my career, your career, they're both like super competitive and like hard to break into and like hard to like, you know, like how do you stay positive in such a competitive market and continue to like break through the barriers?
Therapy.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm not. Like this past week, I had just gotten home from Nashville. I was sick all last week and I was just feeling down. And then yesterday I had this really great writing session, and then it just like, it sparks that thing in you again. Yeah. But so kind of like that, like just, you know, that you got to keep pushing for the next thing, and the opportunities are coming, you know, a lot these days. So it's really cool. But yeah, it's just, again, it's just that belief. It's knowing that this is what I was made for. I've invested so much time into this. I mean, this is all I've ever wanted to do. I can't see myself. I mean, I could see myself doing something different, but not living like a fulfilled life. Yeah. And it's so short. So I don't want to have any regrets. Yeah. What if I just had lasted one more week? Maybe I would have gotten the call, or maybe my song would have blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I can't live like that, because that scares me even more than being, you know, 35 and still not anywhere like with my music. But yeah.
You're scared of being 35?
I'm scared of being 27. I started getting scared at 22. I was crying literally at Hyde on my 22nd birthday. 21 I was like, I'm done.
Oh my God.
I was like, I'm over.
Girl thinks she's washed up at 21. No.
27's a hard, like, that's when people tell you that, you know, oh, but you should have made it already. Like, you know, 27's old. So I'm like, I got a couple more years. I hate it when people say that also.
I got a couple.
That's, you know, no.
But you know what? We're moving out of that old mentality of like youthfulness. Like I think a lot of that's like rooted in like perversion in a way. You know what I mean? Like sexualizing youngerness. And I think that we're moving into an era where age does not matter when it comes to some of our careers. No. You know? And like, I was just making a joke because you said 35. And I'm like, I am 35. What are you saying?
Yeah. I'm 37. I'm 10 years your senior. I'm like, and you know what? I'm still going for it.
But do you have like youthful, you know what I mean? I think growing up, we're taught like, oh, once you hit 25, it's like you're dead, you know? Yeah. So it's just changing that narrative, because it's just not true anymore.
And I think that that's really just powerful in itself, is just being like, it doesn't matter how old I am. I still got it. I'm still going. You can't put a cap on the success I'm going to have, especially when a lot of people start their success later on. In the business world, so in the entertainment world, I think that there shouldn't be this pressure of this stupid timeline.
And it's better, I think, when you start later, because if I got, you know, famous at 19, I would be a mess. Yes. You know what I mean? Yes. So I feel like I've taken time to figure out who I am, what matters to me, build my brand, build my sound, build my team. I know exactly where I want to go with my career. So yeah, and I feel like people that make it later are having like long lasting careers rather than quick, you know, TikTok success, one song, like 19 years old, you don't really know what you're doing. So I think making it later. Stevie Nicks made it at 27. So this is my year.
This is her
Mark
year.
it on the podcast.
This is her
This is going to be my year, okay?
Yes.
It has to be.
Oh my gosh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because then there's like the thing we were talking about, like if we got famous young, like I may have hit the 27 club.
Yeah. I wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be here, honestly.
No, I feel that. Yeah.
I was wild.
Yeah. There's so much pressure in adding it on to all of, no. Yeah.
No, but with age, it was interesting with my career because I got my cosmetology license at 17 years old. And so I was literally in a salon license at 17 and I had to lie about my age forever. Yeah. And I looked very young. Like I looked like I was 12 until I was like mid to late 20s, you know?
Yeah.
So like everyone was like, what are you?
Yeah.
And I remember like being on set for like different things. And like, I remember this one set, it was a coffee table book for a very popular show that's been on forever. And I was like doing this actress's hair. And then I like we're shooting in this house and I came down the steps and I could hear her and a few other people making jokes about how I looked 12.
Oh my God.
And like how they had like an infant doing hair on stuff.
So you can't win. It's either you're too young, you're too old. Like, where do you want us to meet me in the middle then? Like, okay, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
It's like the pressures of getting married. Everyone says, oh, you're so old. But I was 34 when I got married. I felt like a child bride. Like, I was like, I am way too young for this.
No, I can't even think about getting married. I'm like, no, God.
No. Like, but...
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. And kind of with that too, like what do you do to like preserve your mental health when it comes to like all the like negativity and pressures and rejections that come along with the entertainment industry?
Years of therapy.
Yes.
Self-talk. Like I talk to myself so much. And yeah, that's the only way I kind of get through it. If I sit down with myself and be like, okay, well, I don't like how I looked in that video or me performing and blah, blah, blah. And then I sit down and I talk to myself. Like, really, I do. Because if I let something just like fester inside of me, it just, grows. So I have to get things out. I'm not good at holding things in. Yeah. And I feel like that helps. Journaling, I journal like a mad woman. I have so many journals. And that helps too, because, you're getting it out. But mainly therapy. Yeah. I recommend it like to everybody.
We are pro therapy. Like I fucking love therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun. Someone just listens to you talk for an hour without any interruptions or anything.
And it's just like, it's all about me right now.
It is. That's
like,
what I'm saying. People are like, don't you want to talk about yourself?
Yes.
It's so good.
Yes.
I'm seeing Carol in a couple hours.
Yeah, she does. She's got her appointment today.
We love it. We love it.
We can't forget about that. Because I literally just reminded and I was like, oh, I do have that appointment today.
Yeah, we got therapy today. Well, since we are on the Blonde Highlights podcast, what is your highlight and lowlight of the week? We want to know.
I'm so excited. I've been dreaming about like, what would my highlight? Every time I listen to you guys, I'm like, what's my highlight and my lowlight? So I can't believe we get to say this. Okay. My highlight. Well, my highlight was Nashville. Like I just got home from Nashville like a week ago and I just can't get over it. I was walking in the forest every day. It was amazing. So that whole trip was my highlight probably for the rest of the year. But my low light, probably being sick last week, just because I hate not being able to, go. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that is a huge highlight. Like this is like a massive deal. We're so excited for you. Yeah. This is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
what's yours? What's your highlight?
Well, my highlight is that we're here. We're doing this. Yeah. We, since we've advanced to like the number one podcast in the world, we have started taking on guests and only the best guest. Yes. And so we are like, I'm so excited about this.
This is going to be so fun for you guys. It's going to be so cool.
Yeah. Like we have talked about this moment, building up to this moment for a while. Yeah. And I'm so excited that like my highlight is definitely like you're our first guest. And you've definitely heard me talk about so much.
I have. I've been here since the beginning.
Yeah. When I do your hair, you're going to listen to me talk for 4 hours. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of
just how it goes. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. My low light was yesterday. Okay. We were doing a photo shoot at the beach. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I was like, oh, get some photos of this. And it was just like the wrong angle, the wrong outfit, the wrong whatever.
That's the worst.
The like everything. I don't know. And then like we took more photos that were better. But like I looked at the photos and like my heart sank and like my stomach turned. And I was just like, you're a gremlin. Yeah, like I was just like, you need to go hide in the closet somewhere. Like I was...
but I was taking the photos, and in my head, I'm like, these are hot. Like, you look so good right now.
That's what happens, though.
I hate that. Because I'm like, I'm looking, and I'm like, how you look so beautiful right here. Yeah. Like, everything's good. And she's just like, on the way home, she's like, I am a gremlin. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, no.
And that's why we have Carol, you know?
We have Carol for that. And then, but then like an hour later, I was like, oh, I like this photo. Yeah. I was like, I am so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just about the getting angry at the beginning. Oh, I'm ugly. Like, yeah. You gotta go through the cycle every time.
Chris gave me a little
yeah, a little pat on the
little pat on the shoulder.
Oh my God.
And I was like, you know, you don't have to. You can get your hand off.
You can just tell me I'm ugly. It's okay.
I'm like literally trying to comfort. Like the mom and me is coming out. I'm like, it's okay, blah blah blah. And she's literally like, you don't have to keep touching me. And I'm like, okay, bitch. Like, sorry, I'm trying to love you, but okay.
Oh my God.
So what's yours?
My highlight. I'm not going to repeat everything you said, but honestly, definitely, this is the highlight. You are the highlight. Like, oh my God. But also shooting on the beach yesterday was really fun. That was really cool. But then that all kind of turned into a low light because I had to change on this beach, and we found this secluded beach. Like, it felt like a private beach, and it was stunning. And there was just like a couple people, but there was like one person over a cliff and then like a couple like a little bit further down from us. So we're trying to change me, and I'm wrapping a towel around me, and everything's fine. Okay. So one of the bikinis I was wearing was a tie up. And then afterwards we have this like fucking bright idea to be like, let's put the other bottoms just over the the tie-up bikini, and then you can just untie it and then just like pull it out, like just like whip it off. Now that sounds in theory really good, and I think especially if you're just like a smaller person that would work. The way this whole bikini was like sliding through every crack and crevice, and I'm like trying to get the string is like stuck. Oh, Kyle's God. Then having to like lift up the back in the bikini,
emergency
and,
surgery,
like, pull the string. I'm like, and we can see the people on the cliff are watching. I'm like, I should have just like got behind the towel. I'm like flossing myself. It is so bad.
It sounds painful.
It was not good. Yeah. And then I was just like, do not touch this bikini. Like, this has been everywhere. Like, you know, like I just like floss my butt and like everything.
Gosh.
But so that's my low light.
Yeah.
That is a low light, you know, because I'm like trying to be cute on the beach, and I'm like flossing everything.
The mood a little bit,
right? It definitely killed the mood, but we got through it. We got some shots. I was trying to pull out all the stunts, and it was a thing. So
she's a model.
Yeah, she's a model. But
I would know. As soon as you started to say we were changed, I just started cracking up laughing because I was like, oh my God, I know.
It was not cute. It wasn't cute.
It was all my idea too, and I was like,
oops, sorry.
Yes. Like in theory, but no.
Yeah. Well, now we know. All the listeners know. Don't try to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Just put the towel around you.
Tale, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is the first time we're going to do this segment.
This is like a new little segment.
We created this on the Blonde Heights podcast for you. And so the game is called Creepy or Cute. Okay. And we're going to ask you some speed round questions, and you just say cute or creepy. And then if we want to discuss them, we can. Okay. But so we're going to start with this.
Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
A guy picking you up for a date.
Cute.
Okay.
Maybe.
Unless he's a serial killer.
I mean, I guess.
And then it was creepy.
Unless he's like expecting, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like to be stuck with someone.
Yes.
Like, but I also hate parking, and I hate meeting someone somewhere. I will never do that. So actually cute. Please pick me up for a date.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cute.
I totally agree with that, yes. A guy watching you sleep.
Edward. I'm rereading Twilight right now.
Yes.
Creepy. Unless it's cute.
Unless
like,
it's
I love
cute.
you.
Yes.
This is hard.
Yes.
Unless he's a vampire.
Unless he's a vampire. But then it's hot if he's a vampire.
Yes. Okay, cute.
Cybertrucks.
Creepy.
Thank
That's
God. Thank God.
That's it. Don't approach me.
No.
Don't come to pick me up on my date with the Cybertruck. It's not happening.
We hate the Cybertruck. Sorry.
They're just no.
They're just not it. Like they're rusted. I don't get it.
Not cute.
This morning, we were like talking about this like guy that I've been chatting with. And we turned a corner and there was a Cybertruck. And I was like, what if he drives a Cybertruck?
Oh my God.
It's
We're
over.
like, it's over.
It's over.
No.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I don't know. Dating actors and musicians.
I don't really like to date musicians, but actors, I'm like,
Cute.
I'm open to. Cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for now, I don't know. I mean, let me like, get my heart broken by a couple and then I'll change my answer.
Perfect. We'll
In a
circle
couple
back
years,
in a couple
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a hard one because it's like they're also artistic. So they get like the artistic brain.
But I don't like musicians because I've kind of dated one and it's just like competition a little bit. And so I want someone to not know, like that's your
Yes.
world and this is my world. But I
Yes.
do want to date someone in the entertainment industry because it's so hard. I dated like an accountant once and it was just,
They don't get
our
it.
brain levels were just a
No,
little
they don't
different. You
get
know what I
it.
mean?
No.
So
They're like, I work 9 to 5. That's it.
yeah, like
Mhm.
why do you need to do this? So,
Yeah.
Intense eye contact.
Oh, I'm bad at eye contact with people I don't know. I'm like, it's not like I hate you, but I'm really trying to get better at it. But God, and making eye contact with people in like public or guys, they're like, come, like if you want to flirt with a guy, like just look at him. Like I look everywhere but a guy, so you'll never know if I like you or you'll probably think I hate you. So please approach me anyway if you're cute. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't like to make eye contact with people. It's like
I don't know, it's hard
I have to
for me.
force myself.
yeah.
See, I'm opposite. Sometimes I'm like, I'm staring too much and I have to like look away just because when people are talking to me, I'm like genuinely
Yeah.
like engaged and I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like,
I'm just like, don't look too closely at me, please. Like, let's just like, okay.
yeah. I'm so intense.
So guys that show photos only of them holding fish.
Creepy.
Right.
No.
I think it's cute.
Kyle.
It's messed
It's
up.
your Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
It is. Yes. I don't know why.
I don't know. It gives like my dad. Like my dad always had pictures of like holding his fish. Like I can't go there. For me, it's creepy.
creepy.
Well, I did make a joke about ghost sex.
I know. Oh my god. She wants to have ghost sex with my dad. Like I don't
Kyle,
get it. I'm like, clearly he's off the market. Like that's girl code.
It's a long
Can't have
story.
sex with my dad even
That
if he's
sounds like a
dead.
long
Like
story.
no.
It's a long story of how we got to that place.
I bet.
But we were getting ready earlier, and like she said something, and it like came to me, and I just like.
You had to tell her you would like to have
I
ghost
did.
sex with your dad.
I
Yes.
cracked myself up. And if you watched our last episode, we talk about ghost sex.
Yes.
So there was a reasoning.
There was a
Wasn't
reason
out of
we
the
were
talking
blue.
about
I want to
ghost
have
sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes me a little less concerned.
Guys in short shorts with thigh tattoos.
Cute. Unfortunately.
I know.
I know.
Unfortunately. Because I know it's not like, I don't know. I've never met a guy like that where he's like, yeah, let's do this thing. But it's cute. I don't know why.
It
is
seems
cute.
toxic but cute.
It is. It's like the backwards hat, like guys wearing hats. I'm like, I don't know what it is.
Reminds me of my husband.
Okay, so cute or creepy sloths.
Creepy.
Okay.
What do you think?
You look offended.
She's like,
I'm
leave.
shocked.
Get out.
You can't sit with us.
That was it. That was the final straw.
I don't know. I don't trust animals like that, so I don't know. But they are cute. I don't know. I was a sloth for Halloween last year, so I'm gonna say cute.
Okay, they're so creepy and ugly that they're kind of cute.
Yeah.
Okay, black eyeliner.
Cute.
Thank God. Okay.
Just black eyeliner?
Yes.
If you're not watching the video, if you're listening to audio, I have like a ton of black eyeliner on because we have entered into my black eyeliner era.
She's
We
got a
love
new
it.
personality.
Yeah.
Yes. Pineapple on pizza.
Cute. I used to eat that a lot as a kid.
It's good.
Not ham, but pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like
Yeah,
it?
but I like to pick the pineapple off and eat it.
But you like the.
And then I eat it with like the ham and the cheese.
Oh.
That's what I like to do.
But do you like the taste that the pineapple leaves?
Not with the pizza. I eat it first and then I do
That's
the
odd.
pizza separate.
I just don't get it.
I
then.
don't, yeah.
I know, then I don't get it. Yeah. Older guys.
Cute. It depends, but like not a weird age gap thing. Like my last boyfriend was I was like 22 and he was like 33 or 34. I'm like, no, why did you?
Yeah.
Why? I'm still developing my brain. You don't need to be dating someone like that. But now I'm like, well.
You're like, I'm mature. I'm 27.
27 now, guys.
Yes.
My frontal lobe has developed.
Yes.
Okay, so creepy or cute? People who dye their hair blonde because they're not natural like us.
People that dye their hair blonde, cute. I hate the blonde shaming, and I got it so much throughout college, high school. Well, you're probably not a natural. Like, I mean, extensive. Like, what do you get done with your hair? You're not a natural blonde. That's why I ask you every time I'm in the chair, Kyle, what are we doing to my hair? Is it highlights or are you dyeing my hair blonde? Because everyone is so on me about that. Or, well, I guess more in college and stuff, but like just jealous girls sometimes.
Jealous girls.
I hate to be that girl. Just jealous girls.
No.
I'm not that girl. But honestly, like, what is the upset? Like, what? Who cares? You know what I mean?
Right.
But Kyle, are you going to clarify though?
Well, we just thought it would be just a funny little
No,
thing.
she's meaning like what you do with
your
your hair.
What do with your hair? Oh, nothing. I mean, it's
you
just,
do you
highlight my foil?
She's just naturally, my roots are right here, but nothing.
Oh, give it away. Okay, no, we just add some highlights, brighten it up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's it. Blonde highlights.
Like, who
That's all she needs.
Literally.
Blonde highlights, babe. That's it.
Here at the Blonde Highlights podcast.
Yes. Well, I think this concludes us. This is it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We had so much fun. This was really fun.
This was really fun.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow all of our socials. We're going to link Tanya's socials and we will see you next week.
Oh, yeah. But what is your socials, though? We're going to add it, but...
Okay. I think Instagram is Tanja Official, but it's TANJA Official.
Yes.
So,
yes.
The fun way to spell it.
Mainly. You can find all my links on my
from there,
Instagram. So,
yeah. Perfect.
Exactly. Okay, well...
Alrighty. Well, bye, guys.
Bye.